Imagine coming out every day to these doors. Fantastic. Hello world, it's your Uncle Heavy with my weekly vlog. Today I'm on location just a wee bit away from home. I'm in Hyde Park, New York. I'm here to check out the FDR house. That is the Franklin Delano Roosevelt home. It's just behind me. We're gonna go take a look at it and see what's going on. Unfortunately, with everything going on in the world, can't go inside right now, but we're going to check out the grounds. We're going to check out the building. There's also a cabin in the woods that belonged to Eleanor. We're going to check that out as well. So, gonna be a really interesting, cool vlog. No tickets required. Let's go see what kind of trouble we can get into. Do come along.
Camcorder. Mine. No way.
Well, starting right off the bat, here is the FDR Presidential Library. Here there's a bust of Churchill and FDR himself. Now this is called Freedom Court, and there's actually a sculpture in that tent that we can't see that looks really cool online. Now you can see him coming down the path. I do love these reveal shots. Here before us is Springwood, the home of FDR. So this is Springwood. As I mentioned before, unfortunately we cannot go inside and tour it, and it's not for reasons you think. They're actually in the process of renovating this building and doing preservation to make it last a little bit longer, so I'm not sure it would have been open regardless, but as always I was in the neighborhood, had to check it out for myself. I love just looking at these windows here up above. And just the way this ivy clings here. Absolutely gorgeous. Just look at it from this perspective and this angle as well. Now I just want to take a walk across the porch, if this is what it's called, the porch. Now here's another great reveal. Just taking a walk around this corner to this unbelievable view right here. So here's your screen and patio, and you just simply walk out, and this is your view. Wow. It's happened before, it's happening now. I'm completely speechless. What a view. Just want to get a nice back view of this magnificent house. Incredible. Amazing what thoughts come to mind sometimes. I'm in view of this unbelievable house and this completely amazing view. And the only thing I could think right this second is this hill would be amazing to go sleigh riding on. I guess it shows where my mind is sometimes. I guess sometimes you just have to question where my priorities lie, but still a very, very, very cool location. So that's Springwood. Definitely gonna have to come back here one day and check out the inside. Just entering the gardens over here, and right there I believe is the grave of FDR and his wife Eleanor. There's an absolutely beautiful barn right here. Do not know the story or the history, but it's very cool. Looks like they've got some greenhouses here in the garden as well. Very nice. So yes, here's the final resting place of Franklin Delano Roosevelt and Anna Eleanor Roosevelt. I believe right there is the president's spot. And there's the First Lady's spot as well, laying next to him. It's always super touching for me to visit a presidential house, or in this case, a presidential gravesite, because I don't know what the words I'm looking for are, but it just, to be able to reach into our American history is incredible to me. And the fact that they erect these places or preserve these places so that we can go and visit them, and it encourages us to look into the history of what exactly FDR did for this country, what he did during World War II, and all the amazing stuff about Eleanor as well. I mean, my hopes in making these vlogs, I hope if I can get just one person to take a look into the history who didn't know anything about FDR and do the research, then my goal is achieved. So I hope that's what I'm passing on to everybody who's watching this, is that look into the history, look into the American history, see these great presidents for who they were and what they did, and in the case of Eleanor and the amazing first ladies as well, to see what they've done. So those are just my words from here. Now this is what you call a driveway. Here we are coming up on the Val-Kill Cottage. While FDR loved the big house of Springwood, Eleanor wanted something little smaller to call her own. And this is what we got out of it. Located just a few miles down the road from the large house is the Val-Kill Cottage. Starting right off the bat with a beautiful garden. Even in October, it's quite nice. Looks like there's actually a couple roses still hanging on. I think those are roses. Yeah, I think that's a rose. I think that's a rose. Yeah. Anyway, still holding on. Now I'm doing this from memory. I didn't get a chance to Google it or research it, but I believe Val-Kill translates directly to by the river. Okay, so I did have to break down and go to the National Park Service website and have a look at that. So I'm gonna just do one of these. There is that right there. And that's it. There's Val-Kill Cottage. So they did refer to it as the tiny cottage and Spring Hill as the big house. This cottage is still quite magnificent and quite large, actually. Kind of hard to see with the light the way it is, but here's an amazing screened in patio with this beautiful fireplace right in the middle of it. Wow. Those look like all copper gutters up there. So here's the back side of the cottage. It is very, very quiet back here. But yeah, this was Eleanor's sanctuary. This is where she went to get away from the big house, as it were. So this little structure here is known as the doll house. It was located near the larger house, and Eleanor had it relocated here for her grandkids to play in. That's pretty cool. Here's a nice shot of the tennis courts with the cottage in the background. Just think, Eleanor Roosevelt used to play tennis over here. Amazing. This here is known as the Stone Cottage, which is just a smaller cottage on the property here. Still just so beautiful. And the Stone Cottage is great because it's the one that comes with the view. Let's not forget this nice bridge over this water here. Look at that view right there. That is $1 million shot right there. Look at this view from right here. I'm telling you, this is life. And of course, here's a swimming pool. It says after FDR was diagnosed with polio, the first Val-Kill pool was a place where he could actually exercise his weak leg muscles. And at the same time, it would give world leaders an opportunity to have fun on their visits. It says Princess Martha of Norway, Princess Juliana of the Netherlands, and even Winston Churchill have enjoyed a swim in this pool. Pretty famous pool. Here's a photograph of Eleanor watching over her grandkids in a swimming pool, and I think this is pretty much the lineup right here, because you can see the river over there, and there's the corner and the stones. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. I'm gonna take one last walk by the large cottage before I leave. So that's Val-Kill. Very cool. Well, that's going to do it for this vlog. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up down below and tell your friends. If you're new to my channel, check out some of my other vlogs. If you like them, consider subscribing. Make sure you hit that bell so you'll be notified of any future vlogs I post up. Till next time, signing off from Hyde Park, New York. Bye-bye.